When you think about Poland, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? A country in Eastern Europe? Post-Soviet buildings? Grey cities? Cheap manpower? Well, you are sure to be surprised, so you'd better buckle up. Cześć, I'm Weronika from Welcome Home. What do I do here? For a couple of years now, I've been telling you about Poland that almost nobody talks about. I really want you to understand the real Poland. Why? Because we at Welcome Home think it's completely underrated country and there are a lot of stereotypes. When we meet our tenants or investors arriving in Poland now, we see by their expressions their first impressions. And in most cases, it's just, wow, is it really Poland? Yes, it is. Give me less than 10 minutes and I'll tell you things you didn't expect to hear. Let's go. Poland is the fastest growing economy in Europe. The communist era in Poland officially ended in 1989, just over 30 years ago. Over the past 30 years, we have come a long but fast way from a socialist, centrally controlled country to a super vibrant one with developing cities and a growing economy. And those 30 years were a real revolution. The early 90s were a time when we were just starting as a capitalist economy. The first private companies were being established. Many of them were learning how to do business. Fortunately, we are really hardworking and quick learners. The standard of living in Poland has increased and now it's really at the European level. Do you need some data? Here you go. In the 30 years after the regime change, between 1989 and 2018, Poland's GDP grew more than 800%, which is the best result in Europe. Poland is currently the 6th largest economy in Europe. Poland has also been the country with the lowest percentage of unemployment for years. In mid-2023, it was 2.5%, while the EU average was 6%. This is the second best result in Europe. Poland is one of the greatest European technological hubs. This is of course directly related to the economy. But our economy is not just industry and factories. Not anymore. In 2004, Poland joined the European Union. For Poles, this meant open borders and the opportunity to work in the Western countries. For foreign investors, the direction was the opposite. Many multinational companies began to open their manufacturing sites here, and Poland became the factory of Europe, mainly because of cheaper labor costs. However, the last decade has seen development and investment mostly in the innovations and the technology sectors. According to the statistics, in Poland, the software development industry is valued at 8.8 billion euros and is ranked 7th in Europe. Poland is also known for very skilled specialists. We have great programmers and engineers who are valued around the world. Also, many people who left for the West for work have returned to Poland with language and skills and experience. This potential is seen by big foreign companies that are now opening their branches in Poland, such as Google, which opened its big hub in Warsaw in 2022. Poland is also the birthplace of numerous internationally known startups like Brainly, Booksy, and Dog Planner. The tech-driven delivery company InPost was also born in Poland. And these are just some of the examples. Polish real estate is changing for the better. What do I mean? All these new buildings and skyscrapers that appeared in our cities. During communism, large, great estates were built to meet the housing needs of millions of working Poles. For decades, the great built residential buildings were way different from Western properties. How do our cities look like now? Polish cities invest a lot in new business and commercial spaces to attract skilled professionals and fast-growing companies. There are a lot of new modern residential units too. In 2022, a record number of residential units were built in Poland. A total of nearly 240,000 apartments and houses were delivered to the market. of which more than 60% were for investment purposes. We see this landscape revolution also in Katowice. You just have to come and see it. Poland is cashless and digitally friendly. Living in Poland is really convenient. You can buy anything you need, you can eat anything you fancy, you can easily commute and travel. Also, you can do almost everything online. We've got an official state app where we have our ID card, driving license and all other documents so that you don't have to carry your wallet anymore. You can even check doctor's prescription or sick leave in the app. Public transport and tickets can be bought online or in several apps too. The pandemic has also changed the way we work. Many companies have moved to a remote or hybrid model, which offers great opportunities for flexibility and relocation. Fortunately, access to high-speed Wi-Fi is widespread and the service is very inexpensive. So you can work remotely where and when you want. It's a great place for all digital nomads too. And going back to shopping, we love e-commerce. More than 75% of Poles buy online on a regular basis. The deliveries are fast and widespread across the entire country, and you can get your parcel the next or even the same day. Also, we are almost cashless and we pay with a card, phone or watch. The payment terminals are available even at the local grocery market. Poland is one of the safest countries in the world. Friends from abroad ask us from time to time, what is the situation there? Is it safe in your country? After the outbreak of war in Ukraine, people had concern about whether to travel to Poland. And how is it really? We live as usual. We are a member of NATO, so we feel safe. Poland itself is investing in its own military development. It's been said that we are a military superpower in Europe. But let's keep the war topic separate. How is daily life in Poland? Well, Poland is one of the safest countries in the world to live. According to the Global Peace Index, Poland is ranked 29th out of 160 countries in the world in terms of safety. Just to compare, the USA is ranked 121st. Like everywhere in the world, we recommend just be prudent when in big crowd, taking care of your belongings on public transport and avoiding late-night walks in unknown places. But I would say it's universal advice no matter where you live. Foreigners love Poland. Poland is a real gem. Everyone who comes to our country is really surprised how beautiful, diverse and rich in history and tradition it is. Still, it's also very affordable. Poland is the proud winner of the prestigious 2023 USA Today Travel Award contest for the best international destination on a budget. Check the links to the contest in the comments. Kraków is year after year among the top European cities to visit, according to many rankings, with millions of tourists annually. But Poland is not only a destination for short-term tourists, but also for expats looking for long-term possibilities. At the end of December 2022, more than 1 million foreigners were performing work in Poland. A wide group of foreigners have the right to take up employment in our country. Citizens of the European Union, Iceland, Norway, Liechtenstein, within the European Economic Area, and Switzerland have free access to the Polish labor market. They are entitled to work under the same conditions as apply to Polish citizens. If you remember what I already said about our growing economy, the technological sector and international companies investing in Poland, it's easy to consider Poland the next place to relocate. Polish people are welcoming and speak languages. Polish people are super hospitable, especially if they invite you to their homes. We cherish our traditions, we take care of our family members and friends, we celebrate birthdays and anniversaries. Yes, the Polish language sucks. It's what makes living in Poland a bit challenging, but we really do our best to communicate. Can you live in Poland without knowing Polish? Yes, you can. If you work in an international company, you will mostly communicate in English. And we Poles are doing better every time. According to the English Proficiency Index, Poland is ranked 16th out of 100 countries in the world where people speak English best. 75% of Poles up to age of 50 in bigger cities speak English well enough to communicate. And even if someone cannot speak English, they will do their best to communicate somehow. Of course, we always recommend learning some words and phrases to make friends, even if it's just dzień dobry, dziękuję or jesteś ładna. We will love you for that. So, what do you think? Did I convince you to give Poland a try? If you have any experience in Poland, no matter if it's the long or short term, we are curious to know it. Feel free to comment or send us a message. And if you are thinking about relocating or just a new adventure, remember Poland is always a good idea. Check our website and see what possibilities await you. We will be happy to welcome you home.